Hello there and welcome back to Pallegney. So this month we have our sugar beets and our corn to harvest. We can sell the sugar beets and barley to complete the next level of the VIP order. We have the barley field that we planted last month to finish preparing. We can fertilize the grass field that we mowed last month to give it an extra yield boost for the next crop. And we can also empty starch out of the potato processing plant. So we have plenty to do. And with that said, let's do our usual whip over the fence and let's get started. I'm going to jump in our harvester and I'm going to send it over to the store because to harvest the corn, we need to purchase a special corn header. So let's pull it out of our storage and we'll send it on its way. There we go. Send that over to the store. And while that's heading over there, let's take a look at our is it beet technology I think we need to go into? Yeah, the multi-fruit. Tiger 6S multi-fruit. I'm not sure whether to go with this one or the smaller one. I think we'll go with the Panther because the sugar beet field isn't huge. And so we'll save ourselves a little bit of money. So we will lease the Panther and we will lease this. And let's go over to the store. Just make sure. There we go. Oh, it looks like our harvester's determined to get to the store in any way possible. A little friendly villager there trying to help us get unstuck, but let's take over here and get them unstuck ourselves and we'll send the harvester back on their way. Okay, over to the store and let's get this started up and let's put the turn steering on and we'll get this maneuvered into place, pick the header up and get it sent over to the farm. While we're over at the shop, you can get the corn header for this harvester. So let's go to make sure we get the right one. Let's find the harvester. I believe it's this, the T560. Let's look at the combinations. Now, what is the best corn header? It's these ones, unfortunately. That's unfortunate. We don't have a fast corn header like we do for sunflowers. So this one is cheaper. Let's see the point in going with the more expensive one. Doesn't seem to offer us any benefit. So let's go into here. We'll rent the corn header. I'm not going to buy it because I'm not sure if I'll be planting corn after we've harvested this crop. It was really just an experiment so that we can put it into our potato processing and produce potato soup. And I think I am just going to wing it down the streets with the header attached. I'm not going to pick up a trailer. I'll figure it out. Just like that. Okay, I'll figure it out from this point onwards. Okay, so back at our farm with the Panther beet harvester. And I think we'll make a start on the beet field first. We'll head over to this side of the field. And we'll go around the headland. And then we'll set an AI worker loose on the rest of the field. What I might do is just go around the headland a couple of times. Just because this machine is quite big. And I would like to have the AI worker do it without me having to pick up the straggly pieces after. So let's get started with this. Oh, let's unfold the harvester. An impressive machine. It's almost like a transformer the way it unfolds. Who needs plastic toys when you have farming equipment? Let's start off with harvesting this, and I will rejoin you once we've made a little bit of progress. Okay, so we're over at Souffle Agriculture with our first load of sugar beets. So let's get these unloaded. I think I may have not driven close enough to the trigger point here. Let's just make sure I'm in the right place. Thought it was around here. Let's wait for, there we go, it's right there. Okay, so our first load of sugar beets towards our VIP order. You can see the amount going down there against the VIP order. So taking a decent chunk out of that. We're going to have to do 2 more deliveries to complete the order, 1 full one, and then I'll just deliver another full load because I don't really want to save the sugar beets for anything. I think I'm probably going to have to drive this tractor back to the farm manually because, as you probably saw in the time lapse, it was a nightmare getting it over here. It kept stopping as soon as it passed any traffic. Let's try and send it back on a worker. We'll see how far it gets. Meanwhile, the Panther vegetable harvester is continuing to harvest the sugar beets, and I am going to just do a quick chicken check. Just to see, okay, so our chickens could do with a little more food. So we'll feed those once the tractor gets back to the farm. And in fact, let's just take over from the AI because, as just saw there, it decided to get stuck as soon as it encountered a car. It's like a 17-year-old who's just passed the driving test and is afraid of coming within 20 feet of the nearest vehicle. Anyways, enough ranting. Let's get back to the farm. We'll get the chickens fed with some barley, and then it'll probably be time to empty the sugar beet harvester again. Okay, so we had 1,500 litres of barley, so that means around 7,500. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go, that'll do. So we'll get this fed to our clucky little friends over here. Okay, chickens fed. Let's just get that last 18 litres tipped onto the ground there. That's them satisfied for another couple of months, and then yep, our beet harvester is full again, so let's go and get that emptied. And at some point in the not too distant future, I'll hopefully be able to make a start on the cornfield. No rush on that one though. It's not something that needs doing as a priority. Let's get this harvester emptied. Okay, and let's just go to the end of the row here. We may as well. Alright. So back over to Souffle Agriculture with this second load of sugar beets. And the reason I'm doing this first is because we're going to hit a roadblock in our operation at some point, because if I do the headland of the cornfield first, the beet harvester will have filled up by the time I get halfway around and will stop working. So I may as well just deliver this first of all and take care of the cornfield a little bit later on today. Okay, so we're over at Souffle with our second load of sugar beets. Let's get them offloaded. And this is going to be the majority of what we need to deliver. There we go, so 11,830 litres left. Let's get back over to the farm. I'm sure that 11,000 litres will be ready by the time we get there. So back over to the beet field, and I think what maybe I'll do is get the 29,000 litres of barley over to St. Frere's Mills, because that's just next to our farm. And by the time that's offloaded, the beet harvester will likely be full again, and we can take that straight over to Souffle, get it sold, and that will be our VIP order complete. I'll have to reverse it into this area here so that we can reverse up to the drop-off point. Now we'll get this sold off. Oops. Not able to see because the trees doing their best to blind me. and largely succeeding. Alright. Let's get ourselves backed up here. And let's get this unloaded. And that is our barley sold off for the VIP order. So, just one more load of sugar beets to go over to Soufflé. And we get the funky little jingle to say that the VIP order is complete, and we get our nice bonus. Actually don't remember how much the bonus was for this level of VIP order. I'm going to load a couple more bales, or a few more bales, into the Primos, and that can start chewing away as it has been doing so very well. I'll get rid of all the straw bales before I make a start on the hay bales. There we go, that can be on there. Just jump in the small tractor, start the engine and fire up the Primos, and that can be doing its thing. And we'll just grab hold of 4 more bales from this stack here. Had to literally stack them everywhere when we brought them in off the fields because we didn't have the maneuverability to get them all stacked neatly. Once this is completely empty, we'll send it back over to Soufflé. And then we have a whole ton of sugar beets that I'm not quite sure what to do with. I'm not worried about destroying these ones because we have so many. And I will actually follow the harvester down to the end of the row just to get a few more. Okay, so over at Soufflé Agriculture, and are we ready to complete this level of VIP order? And there we go. So 75,000 bonus income, 8,500 for the harvest, and you can see on the screen now the next level. So next level of VIP order is, I think it's about 40,000 litres of red beet, which we can also deliver immediately. It's 35,000 litres of oats, of which we can deliver about 30,000. But what I'll do with those is wait until the price is at its premium in January. So I'll sell the ones we have once the price is at premium, and then I'll sell the additional 5,000 or so once we get our hands on 5,000 more. Probably will plant a small field of them for next season. Don't really want to rely on contracts just in case they don't come through. Let's feed this to the Primos and get this output emptied. And so let's quickly take a look at the next level down at the bottom here. Okay, so we have 40 pigs, 100 roosters. Wow, that's going to be absolutely useless to us. Lots of sorghum and 40 goats. Anyways, let's focus on the ones up here. So we have the sheep. I think that they'll be ticking over next month. We have 35,000 litres of oats, or 36,000. So we're 5,000 short, and we do have more than enough red beet. Time to start looking at the next level, so alfalfa and sugarcane. So those are some ideas for crops to plant next month. Won't pay too much attention to that for now though. Let's do what we have at hand. We can start thinking about that in winter time. So let's get these pallets unloaded. Okay, let's make a start on this field with our harvester. So I'll start up the harvester and we can harvest some corn. Let's go. And this is all going to be taken straight to the potato processing because there's a recipe, potato soup, that requires corn, and we can start producing that for the season. And speaking of the potato processing and its products, I know that the paprika chips are probably at their premium price. I think it was October they're at their premium price, so we'll also can sell those this month. It really is a month of full-on action here at Puppington Farms. Quick break in the time lapse. Got everything happening here, including crashing into light poles, trees, emptying harvesters, delivering product. Just about to empty another trailer load of sugar beets into the mill here, and then we'll need to empty our harvester of corn again. Is it going to squeeze around there? Yeah, well, just about, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So another load of sugar beets, and then another load of corn from our harvester to the potato processing. Sure, by that time we'll need to top up the pellet warehouse with more straw. I think what I might do before I do that is empty the potato processing, because I really do want to get those paprika chips sold this month while they're at their premium price. So over to the harvester, and while it's emptying, let's just check the prices of the paprika chips. I think it's October they were at their premium price. Where is it? Paprika chips. Yeah, 4372 over at Farmer Wholesale, 4371 at the city of Epinal. Although it does say it's going to be higher next month, but I've watched enough people play Farming Sim to know that's not necessarily always going to be the case. If it's above its maximum listed price, which it is, then we should probably sell it. So I will endeavor to get that done as a priority. Of course, we'll need to completely empty the potato processing into our storage warehouse and then get out all of the paprika chips. I wonder if there's a way to force the potato processing to only put the paprika chips on the output. I wonder if we put all of the other products onto distributing, if it would just push out the paprika chips. Let's give that a try. It may or may not work. Let's get this emptied. And that can stay there. So let's take a look at our production here. And how are we doing for peppers now? So go into here. And we still have a deficit of peppers, which is kind of annoying. But what I was thinking I might be able to do is if I put these to distributing, there's nowhere to distribute them to. So they will hopefully just get kept in the warehouse. So once I've emptied this output, hopefully only the paprika chips will appear. We will see in just a second. Aha! Except for that top one trying to escape like it's possessed. I think we may have figured that out. Very cool. Okay. Should have bought the trailer over here with the forklift, but I didn't. Never mind. So, trick of the day. If you want a certain product out of a production, set all of the other products to distributing. I don't know if that's a genius hack by me or whether that's just something that everyone else knows that I should have worked out before, but I'm going to claim it as my own for now. Okay, so our corn harvester is full. It's almost done with the cornfield. So what I'm going to do is empty it here. Then I'll take over manually and just complete the rest of the field. While it's emptying, I'll just return the sugar beet harvester. I'm not going to worry about emptying that last little piece into the trailer and selling it. I'll give that back to the rental company as a bonus. So let's get that returned. We'll get the header returned and the harvester. There we go. That's all being returned. And then if I take over from this field is almost done. Literally just a couple of rows left. So I will quickly finish this off. Then we'll get the paprika chips sold. And I guess we should start emptying the rest of the potato processing. We really need to start emptying the starch. Although I'm wondering if we should just sell the starch. It might just be an idea to sell it. I don't know what the penalty is. I think I remember hearing or reading somewhere that it was like a 20% penalty. Considering that the starch is a byproduct anyway, it's not really something we're relying on for income. I might just set that to automatically sell. In fact, I am going to do that. Let's do that now. We'll set that to selling. There we go. So the starch can be selling. We don't need to worry about that anymore. We'll need to empty the pellet warehouse. We need to fertilize the barley field and fertilize the grass field. So I will aim to get that done as soon as possible. The next month I'll rent a mulcher. I'll mulch both the beet fields, the corn field and the sorghum field. That'll be a worthwhile rental. This is all of the corn harvested, so we'll put the pipe out. Let's return the corn header. We don't need that anymore. And let's go over to our tractor and get the harvester emptied one final time. And then we can get both of these back to our farm. We can get the corn emptied into the potato processing and we can start the production of the potato soup. Okay, so over at the potato processing, get this emptied. Let's go down to the processing. Okay, so our starch has been sold. That's good. Did I get? Yeah, I got about 30,000. So I think it is a 25% penalty, 20% penalty you take. If we look at potato soup, we can start the production of that up. It's the one that requires corn. That's now producing. And what I might do is maybe just upgrade these again, because we're clearly not producing enough. Maybe I'll just upgrade one of them to level 3. I think that's a good idea. So we now have a level 3 greenhouse. So next job for the big tractor is to spray the fields. And what I'm going to do is park this trailer in the warehouse, because we can start filling that up with red beets ready to sell for the next level of VIP order. Because we have lime in here, I'm going to take care of these fields that we've just harvested with lime, and then once it's run out, I'll fill the spreader up with fertilizer and we'll get the grass field and barley field fertilized. So we have limed the fields that we've harvested this month and fertilized both the grass field and the barley field, and we're currently in the process of weeding the barley field. And it looks like our bales got themselves into a bit of a pickle here. I totally forgot that they get stuck to the bale feed even though they're nowhere near the bale feed. So it looks like the bottom one has slid out from underneath the top ones and it's caused an absolute mess in here. So let's try and get this fixed. Let's put this on here. I wonder how smart the writing method is. Let's put this back on here. Let's start this up. Ah, there we go. Perfect. This doesn't look like it's quite caught everything I wanted it to. It's okay. I think it might just be this little strip here that it's missed. Let's take a quick look at the map for that. Yeah, just that little piece there it's missed. So we'll take care of that manually, and then we'll get this back to the farm. The next job for our big tractor is to sell the paprika chips at the farm wholesale. Okay, so that's the weeding done. There we go. No green patches left on the field. Okay, so we're over at the farmer wholesale with our paprika chips. Let's get them sold off. 15,400 litres of pure profit. 76,000 euros. That's nothing to complain about, is it? We're making fantastic profit here, almost back up at 400,000 again. This has been a very profitable month for us with that VIP order bonus and our paprika chip income. Next month we're going to be able to sell some eggs. We don't have too many eggs, but we'll be able to sell what we do have. Just check the bread output. We don't need to empty the bread just yet, and I will just do another check on the potato products because I don't remember when the rest of them can be sold. I have a feeling it's around summer, isn't it? So going to our calendar, where's the fried potatoes? Fried potatoes are April, and I think all the rest, when is the potato soup that we've just started producing, that's around May, so that's good because we'll have plenty of time to be producing that before it's at its premium price. I think I'll end this episode here. I'll finish topping up the straw bales off camera. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you in the next episode. Until then, bye for now.